If you're a piano teacher, this is your sign to switch to a fixed monthly tuition. If we haven't met yet, I'm Phoenix and I'm the tattooed piano teacher. I've been teaching quite a long time. I remember back in the day getting a pack of carbon copy invoices from the office supply store and handwriting an invoice every month for every family. We've come a long way from there and I save a ton of time automating everything. And one of the ways that I've made my life easier is by switching from a per lesson fee to a fixed monthly tuition fee for all of my families. I use mymusicstaff for all of my invoicing and scheduling needs. It is specifically designed for music studio owners and it works beautifully at a very low monthly cost. And I highly recommend it if you are using something else or you're looking for software to keep yourself organized and to start to automate your administrative duties. If you'd like to try out mymusicstaff totally free for 30 days, you do not even have to give them your credit card. I will link that free trial down below, but this monthly tuition concept can be applied to whatever software you personally use. Now, if you are billing monthly by adding up how many lessons you taught that month, you might be thinking, is it really that much of a difference? I've already automated my invoicing, so do I really need a flat tuition fee? Let me let you in on the benefits of switching to a every single month is the same fee type of system. Number one, it does save you additional time. I promise you, even if you've done a lot of automating with your invoicing and your billing already, which you can do from mymusicstaff because it pulls the information from your studio calendar and it creates the invoices automatically. It'll even send them out automatically. It'll even do an auto charge on the credit card automatically. However, this is taking it one step further because when I did use mymusicstaff to pull how many lessons on the calendar and create a monthly invoice from that information, like a per lesson fee, there was always somebody's account that wasn't quite right. Every single month, I would have to do a little bit of troubleshooting, either if I didn't have something right in the calendar or there was a discrepancy on something. There was always something to deal with. And now that I have a flat monthly fee, it doesn't matter what the calendar says, they're gonna pay the same amount every single month. So it just takes that troubleshooting off of my plate. If my calendar is not exactly correct, and I realize it too late, it's not a big deal. The second benefit is just that with the same amount due each month, it's one less thing for you to think about and for the parents to think about because it's always going to be the same amount. It's just getting rid of one more of those hurdles to get people to pay you on time. Benefit number 3 is that for me, it encourages me to plan ahead because when I do a monthly tuition, a flat fee every month, I'm thinking long-term. So I'm either thinking like a whole calendar year, how many lessons I'm gonna teach, or a semester, and then I divide that into equal monthly payments. So it helps me to kind of plan out my schedule ahead rather than being like, oh shoot, next week is a holiday, I gotta email everybody. So it keeps me on top of things. And then going along with that, benefit number 4 is that it encourages me to take the breaks that I so desperately need. Teacher burnout is a real thing. Even when you are a home private studio instructor, you still need to take those breaks. When you're charging per lesson, it's hard to not think of it as canceling for a week. Like my vacations, I'm canceling for a week. It's like you see the dollar signs dropping out of your bank account. Like if I don't teach that day, I'm gonna lose this many hundreds of dollars. You don't wanna think about it that way. You're gonna get burnt out. When I first started teaching, I think I was teaching like 49 or 50 weeks out of the year, like almost everything except when the actual lesson fell on an actual holiday. And did I get burnt out? Yes, I did. I definitely did. And there was a point where I didn't want to teach anyone ever again. So now I have a very cozy schedule. And because I'm not thinking of it as a per lesson fee, I take those breaks almost as if they're like paid vacations. They're not, unfortunately, but in a way they are because we're spreading the tuition out over the course of the months. And benefit number 5, and this is probably the biggest one that I noticed when I made this switch, is that when you switch from a per lesson dollar amount to a per month dollar amount, you eliminate that you owe me mentality. So if you're trying to get away from scheduling and rescheduling makeups and all of that nonsense, your parents guaranteed if you're charging per lesson, even if you're sending out a monthly invoice, they are thinking about it as like if you make an appointment at the salon, You go to that appointment, you pay for that appointment. That's how they're thinking about their lessons because you're giving them a per appointment cost. Of course, they're going to ask for makeup lessons because they paid for that specific lesson. Of course, they're going to have that you owe me mentality for those minutes that you did teach me for this reason or another because you're charging them basically per minute, right? So we want to switch over to more of a subscription-based mentality, which everyone is so familiar with these days. I mean, everything is a subscription. If you pay for Netflix, it doesn't matter if you watch TV for 8 hours a day or if you only watch one show per week, you still pay the same amount. So I know that piano lessons are not Netflix. I realize that. But if you can get away from an I'm paying this much money per minute type of mentality to a this is what lessons cost per month mentality, you are just going to naturally heal all of those old wounds where you have to deal with you owe me, I need a makeup lesson. While it won't solve all of your makeup lesson inquiries entirely, shifting that mindset on a broader scale will really help with that. Okay, so if I've convinced you that maybe it's time to consider a monthly flat fee tuition, here's how to switch in the most painless way possible for both you and your customers. The first thing you want to do is decide what your monthly tuition is going to be. You could think about like how much you want to make annually and then divide that up into your students, the ones who take longer lessons, the ones who take shorter lessons, and so on, and then kind of divide that into 12 monthly payments, something like that. But you want to come up with a monthly tuition dollar amount. Because you're implementing a change in mindset, I would suggest not raising the price too much at this point. So keep your monthly tuition fairly similar, if not maybe even a little bit less than it was before, to make this bridge into the new mentality that much more painless. And then after that, you want to think about what your schedule is going to be. For me, over the course of a calendar year, I teach 40 weeks. So I bill for 40 lessons divided by 12 equal monthly payments. And those monthly payments are going to stay the same throughout the year. Some months, students will only get 2 lessons. Some months, they will get 5 lessons and everything in between. But they're always paying the same amount, and that's how I run it. You might not need to take that many weeks off, but decide what your schedule is going to be, whether you're going to schedule by the semester or you're going to think broader on a calendar year basis. And that's how you're going to divide out your equal monthly payments. Deciding what your schedule will be ahead of time will also kind of help answer questions that come up from families that maybe don't understand why you're switching to this or how this is going to work, or they might feel like they're losing money because some months have less lessons than others. So having a plan or a calendar where you can show them, okay, you're going to get this many lessons, and then we're just going to divide that by this many months. So they can just visually see how they're not losing money. Next, you're going to write up some new policies or perhaps just a new intro paragraph to your existing policies. If you do not have policies or you feel like you need to kind of start from scratch and rewrite them, I do have a free Canva template. All you need is a free Canva account, and this template will allow you to like replace the logo with your logo and the colors with your colors and the text with your text. Read through it. At least it gives you a starting point. And at the beginning of my policies, it basically says we bill on a monthly tuition basis. This accounts for all of the time outside of lessons, explaining the value of what you're getting with your music education. It explains that by billing monthly, we are able to offer the best music education experience for the students. It's best for the students, it's best for the teachers. So it kind of just explains that on a broader overhead view for those that want to read that and want to know about the value of it. And then it gets into the nitty-gritty. So then it says things like you will pay the same monthly tuition regardless of how many lessons are attended, things like that, things you need to say bluntly in your policies. Remember, you can be the good guy and let the policies kind of be the bad guy a little bit. Not that you are manipulating used car salesmen, getting people to sign it and they don't know what they're signing. Not those vibes at all. In fact, the next step after you get your policies written up the way you want them to look is that you're going to compose an email to introduce this new way of billing to families. The email doesn't have to go into great detail. That's what the policies are for. But the email can be like, hey, we are switching to a monthly tuition basis. Over the course of the year, you're actually going to be paying the same amount. This will just streamline things for billing purposes or however you want to just briefly explain the value of that. And then what you're going to do is create a Google form that lists out all of your policies and allows parents to check a box that says, I agree to all of these policies. You can even break some things down if you really want people to know that you don't offer makeup lessons, then have a checkbox that says, I understand that no makeup lessons are offered, or something like that. Something that's really important to you, or something that is new to your policies, you might want to do that. But at the end, then you'll have a general just checkbox that says, I agree to all of these policies. They type out their name as their signature. Google Forms will keep track of who has filled that out and who has signed it. And then you will know who's on board, who's ready to go into the next semester with you with no questions. In your email, make sure that you do offer your time to answer any questions. So however you want to be communicated with by a call, or schedule a video call or something like that. Be like, I'm available for questions, or if you want to chat about the new policies. Some people just need to talk it out a little bit. Expect a little bit of resistance or some questions from a couple people, but I have found that even with major changes or major rate changes, 98% of my people are just like, cool, sounds good, where do I sign? And they're on board. So hopefully you will have the same experience as well. There's just a couple people that have a little trouble understanding it, and you got to kind of hold their hand a little bit, but everybody else is just like, great, here's my credit card. The last thing you're gonna do to make your life really, really easy, if you haven't already, is set up auto invoicing. This is gonna be super streamlined now that the monthly tuition is gonna be the same from month to month. So if you have My Music Staff, you are going to go into each family's business account and set up auto invoicing for them. It'll send out their invoice on a certain day. It will charge their card if you have that set up for them, or they can pay by the due date, which you also put on the invoice. You can even schedule out your late reminders to go out without you even laying a finger on it. So you can be confident that because the monthly prices are always the same, nobody is getting a bill for anything that they are going to come back to you angry for. You can literally automate the entire process. Beautiful. Love that. So let me know down in the comments what questions you have about switching over to the system. Have you already tried out a flat monthly fee for your families, and how is it working for you? Is it saving you time? Or if you haven't switched over yet, what is keeping you from switching over? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you want to keep watching, here's a video where I go more in depth about how things work on My Music Staff and the wonderful invoicing and scheduling features that offers for you. Or if you want to check out another one of my videos, make sure you are subscribed. I will see you on another video very soon. Thanks for watching.